everybody. Okay. Um, Hello. Okay. Alrighty. So, I've spent a lot of time AFK at this gold farm. A lot of time. There we go. And let's see. I think it stopped overnight. Last I checked, that's what I had, but then I think... Yeah. I think if it was going, I would have another... Basically double what's in that chest. If it didn't stop. But that's okay. Not too worried about that. Alright. So I kind of want to high-techify this server a little bit. Now, I might do this just by making shulkers free. Let's see, I do have some space here. But I might do it, well, we'll see. I want to see if I can come up with a cool mechanism here. Okay. Server might need a reset. You know, okay, good, this is powered. Because I was going to say, I think I've got quite a few villagers here, which I might throw them through a round of curing. Actually, that could be a good idea because I think I'm going to... Well, here, you know what? Here's something I want to do. I want to get rid of all this. And I think I want to replace this ground with copper, maybe? In the meantime, I think I need to take a shulker. I don't think I have an empty shulker. Yeah, the shulker farm, I AFK'd at it for, I think, 2 days? Maybe 1. It produces a ton of shells. Now, unfortunately, it does lower the rates of the creeper farm. So I need to do something to it. I'll go talk about that in a second here. So basically what I want to do is I want to get an an auto brewer up here. So if I have like an auto brewer that's brewing potions of harming, then at the flick of a button, and I'll probably do it from the top so I can disable the farm. Well, it'll have to be a top and a bottom thing, because the idea is if I flick this lever, right, I can just kill all of these guys, like, immediately. You know what I mean? There's a chance that this guy dies, so I think what I might do is I might try and extract a shulker, and keep a backup shulker. Or I might just manually, but regardless, I think what I want is I want to have the dispensers for the harming, because doing the harming manually is really, really rough. Also, why are they still running? Is this open? It is open. It's really hard to see the on-off state of the farm. But yeah. And that way, what I can do is I can remove a good chunk of the mob cap so that the creeper farm starts to work again. And it's not that it doesn't. So whatever is in here is 1 night worth of AFK in the chest, unless I've removed it. I've removed it. But I think I'm getting like 2 shulkers of gunpowder over 1 night. And the string and the spider eyes I don't really care about. Not really. I'm thinking I'm going to do some good inventory cleanup here. But first, I need to make 1 iteration of the device I'm thinking of. Because this is the sort of device I'm just going to have, like, sitting around the base. Sitting around various areas, so let's start by organizing my own inventory a little bit here. Yeah, I have so much gold. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, like, let's just make a couple shulkers, I guess. Oh boy. The disorganization has already started again. Okay. Where's my sword? There we go. Hey, I want to test something on you, if you don't mind, buddy. I want to try killing you in 1 shot with just sharpness. Really? You're a smite creature, huh? Well. To a good degree. I mean, you just took fire aspect damage too, and weren't phased by it, really. Interesting. Smite sword is best sword. Confirmed. Okay, and then this is what I want to do, because like I've got so much stuff laying around. I'm gonna do just a very quick and easy crafter setup, where I just press a button, get a shulker. This will be the first iteration of this. Cacti defense. And then I need some wood. Really like it if you would just come at me, bro. Where are you? You having an okay time over there, buddy? So I could just leave these literally just like this with a barrel under them saying 1 diamond. And if I can't get whatever I want done compact enough, that's what I'm gonna do. But ideally, I will have this auto stocking with chests and shells. How many slow falling potions do I think that if I were to use them, I could possibly use on the server? Because I'm thinking that mini games are like the slow falling, like are what's gonna be using the slow falling potions. Okay, so anything that exceeds a shulker gets thrown into a shulker. Like for instance, yeah, a cobbled deep slate can go into a shulker. I need a button. Thank you, sir. So this way, I just because it's like awkward to craft these all the time since they're unstackable, just to press a button and have them. It's pretty pog. I don't know where this shulker that's empty came from. It's unnamed. Let's just throw this one here, I think, because that's going to be my active shulker shells for crafting and whatnot. But then I've got a bunch of stuff here, and I'm probably going to do another set of rail duping soon. Because I'm almost out of regular rails. Okay, and then I really do kind of just want to clear out all of these chests. So I think I might just do one of those. Similar for the activator rail. Here, I've got a amendment to make to this thing already. Buttons are not responsive enough. Okay, let's just remove these. Activator rails. Okay. And then I think in this powered rails shulker, I'll throw in those. Okay. And then I think I'm going to just move these over here, where I don't know what I'm doing with all these shulkers yet, but I'm starting to move them down here. Like, even if I don't even decorate this area, I need to just start using it. So there's the concrete. I suspect I might start shulkering it up. I'm going to start shulkering everything up, is the thing. And then if I do build a sorter, it's going to be a shulker sorter, I think. So let's just throw all these in here. Just for now. Okay, rip that down. I just want to clean up my area here. Okay. I'm not dyeing storage shulkers. I'm leaving them just as shulkers. Give me a second. I almost had to put my dog in timeout. She stopped as soon as I said, give me a second. Here's something that I would like to do. How many elytra do I have? 10? Wrong chest. Where's my villagers? Where's my books? Which I always manage to misplace. Do I have? I don't have much emeralds. Do you have books in you? You do. I wish you could just press space and it would... Ay, but like going in between them here, because like you can press space to renew the trade itself. But like if it remembered your trade between trade, like villager trades, that would be so awesome. Okay, so here's the question. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villagers. That's all I would need to add to make this a full stack, and I think I might do that on my next cure. Let's just add 7 more clerics to the mix. But with that being said, I do have... Because then I could just do 1 stack of blocks at a time, and that would be pretty cool. I need to get 10 mending and 10 unbreaking. Bruh. Can I, like, get in there somehow? And mending. Okay. These are wonderfully unorganized. Okay, and then just the elytra. we go. All 10 elytra nicely stored up now. I feel like this chest can just get shredded, basically. Everything in it. The lights, I think, is fine as is. That's fine. Yeah, most of this is already shulkered up. Really, it's just the black stone. Or, sorry, the deep slate. And whatever is in here that needs to get cleaned up as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can leave all that. Put all this away.
Night shift available.
Thanks, phone. Okay. And then all of this could really use some shulker action. Probably good enough for at least the fire resistance. And then I think this composter can go. So I've got this one now, which is not better, but more frequently used, that's for sure. And then that way I can just throw a couple of chests on the side here. Throw in the fire resistance potions. Because this isn't going to be used as much anymore. Just for brewing odd job potions, really. these can go. That is fine. What? I don't want a single instant damage potion. Who do you think I am? I think I'm just gonna do this. Save on a shulker here. There we go. It's kind of awkward. I think the fire resistance are like common enough that I can leave those out a little bit. And I'll just leave bear potions up here and shulkers of potions down here. Not really necessarily organized. I think if I do that, yeah, I can check the names of them if I can't tell by looking at them. Like this, I'll be like, is this invisibility or slow falling? I wish it would just tell me in the tooltip, but for some reason this mod decided that it'll just say 27 stacks, not of what, just 27 stacks, which is my only gripe about the shulker display mod. Okay. Those can get compacted. Let's start with placing some stuff. Wait, did I use all these shulkers too? Nope. Okay, yeah. All this glowstone needs to get delivered to Nathan. Well, I guess not all of it. Wait. Yeah, I think all of it. And he also needs 5 stacks of sand, I think. Is this the one? It is the one. Where that portal at? Okay, I might remove this tower, to be honest. It depends on what I want done with this road as well. Because originally, like, I think I want to rip this out and have the road just go straight through and then down to where my storage base will eventually be. That would involve it coming to about here, which means, yeah, that's got to get ripped out. It might just be wise to pivot the road around, but there's not really space. Because it's going to have to go through that too. I don't want to redo the villager breeder and the pumpkin farm. So I think it would just make sense to have the road come here. Then I have to rip out my horse area, which is fine. I'm not worried about that, I guess. It's not like the horses are going to be of much use anymore. As for the sugar cane, that can just go into here. Maybe. And here will do. See how the sheep farm's doing. I might be able to turn off the chunk load over here, to be honest, but I don't think I'm gonna. Oh! And it's full. Wait, it's got shears in it? How did that happen? Who knows how that happened? Well, regardless, I think this means that I'm basically done on this whole thing. If the whole sheep farm is filled up. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm a little bit sad about the orange just because I would like to have 2 double chests of that, but where's my white at? Yeah, I can put more in here. I assume that, wait. Okay, I filled up with black. Sheep farm has indeed popped off. So now what I want for this area here, so let's actually rip this down. Just because I think even without the road here, hello buddy, this is just in the way. Originally I was going to build with it, but now I'm not too interested in that. So, like, I have this issue with the sorting system, right? I would like to have 2 things in my, like, sorting system, my item sorter. Shulker detection, which I'm already off to a bad start. We're not necessarily shulker detection. It needs to have the ability to sort shulkers based off of the first item in the shulker. Right, so basically if I have a shulker full of stone, I can throw that in and it'll sort it to the stone shulker's chest. Right? And then the second is just to have a regular item sorter, right? But shulker sorters, I don't know. Oh, dude. Open space. That's crazy. Okay, and then now, let's throw all this in here. Could not care less about it. Grab my shovel. flatten this out. Well, actually, I think, yeah, I can keep this unflattened up to specifically this point here. Okay, and then this is literally just gonna get buried. I don't think I'll use them for farmers occasionally. I know where it is. That's if I don't, like, just cure some new ones and put the new ones down. Like up here. Okay, and then next up will be, so basically from here. I want all of this to be copper. I don't know if I have that much copper, but I will have that much copper. So, take that. And I want it to extend to those chests. Oh, that's not good. No. It's awkward. Bro, do you want to die? Tell you right now he wants to die. Okay. What in the world? Okay, and then grab that, grab some glowstone. Move these torches. There we go. And now I have something that I can attempt to construct some redstone stuff on. On top of, and it's not that I'm keeping any of it, but if I'm like screwing around with the design or doing something, I just have some flat land here now to work with. What if I did a bridge over top of these buildings? And built the road over top, came over here, and then went down that. Regardless, let's throw more stuff into the junk chest. And let's grab, do I have anything I need in here? A lot of later problems is what it looks like is in there. You know what I really need here? If I'm not gonna rip this out, what I really need here is a portable workstation setup. Which I don't have a lot of space. I need 9 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do this. I could move my portal over. I could actually move my portal right here. Be a little annoying, but if I move my portal, then I can actually fit a portable workstation beside my storage setup. Oops. Oopsies. As for this, I suppose I can go in my gear chest. Seems to be where it should belong. Okay. Let's see here. What will I need? Definitely hoppers, probably observers, comparators, repeaters, note block maybe? No. Well, yes, but no. Definitely crafters. And then I'm gonna need some diamonds. Maybe I can use something that isn't diamonds for now. But I'm gonna use diamonds anyways. Because why not? Okay, so basically, I can have... I'll need to have a collection hopper. Right. And it would filter for a diamond. So, like, let's just start up a bit here. will also need redstone dust, yes. I don't know where my other shears went, but, you know, it happens. Okay, so I'll say hopper 1. And then, see, the problem is that it's already taking up the space of an item filter, which is not what I want. But I can do a small one because I don't think I need overflow protection on this. No, that won't work. Like, honestly, it might just be better because, like, I want to be able to put these wherever. Dude, the frames are so bad. But I've got my... Can I, like, turn that down, maybe? But, like, if I want to have an item filter, then that's going to make it slower by default. And then also, like, if I do... Well, actually, if I do specifically this, right, and then I have a comparator here, does that flash on? It doesn't even turn on. But then if I have it like this, now it's just going to stay on, right? No, it still doesn't even turn on. What if I have it going the other way, like that? Or sorry, like this. Now it's going to build up in there. What about like that? Okay, so now it stays on. I don't want any of that behavior. I would really like it to be pulsing. You know what I mean? Like... Okay. Here's what's going to get done. Here's going to be the attempt. So item filter, comparator, goes into block, redstone, repeater, and then torch here. That doesn't work. I need the torch to be here. End of story. This still won't work. I need to... Okay, so this can't be one wide. This needs to push into like a dropper. And I think the dropper should actually be like right here. And the reason it needs to go into a dropper is because I need to effectively dispense as many shulkers as diamonds that go in. Right? So if this is the floor, you would throw it in here, and then I would want the pulse to reach up, maybe like, well, literally, ideally, it would dispense them onto the player. So let's get a dropper. Well, this is gonna output into the payment chest, which will just be a barrel. And it's gonna have a comparator clock coming off of it. Is this a required? No, it is not. It'll have a comparator coming off of it. I might need a target block there. Well, yeah, I do. Well, I don't. I can do something like that. Except this won't work. That should work. It's not as fast as I would have liked. Oh, yeah, I should actually test that. Okay, it does not give one extra pulse. So this will be a silent system. So now, if this has filler items, a diamond in it, then the first one will get stuck. The second one will not. So this one's like part of the system, basically. So let's get... Well, you know, I can just use let's get more wool. I can... So I think what I would do is I would just have like a carpet above that. That way people don't take the diamond from the hopper. And then all I have to do is take this line here So this is ground level, which actually does make me realize that yes, indeed, this needs to be a target block. And then from here, I can probably just throw an auto crafter like right here. No, that's too low. Like this is going to be ground level right here. I would like to get an auto crafter right here. Then the problem with this, so like if I have payment here, then I still need a refill chest, which I think will just work something like this. So I put the blueprint in. So like that, right? And maybe I don't want to actually do that yet, because I'm going to just start crafting shulkers. But the idea is that maybe I can use wooden shovels as an example. So then I would just put in my my blueprint, and then in the hopper I need to have some of each, like that, and in the chest I have all of them. And then now, whenever I craft something, it'll just start restocking it. And this can handle up to 5 items. Yeah, it looks fine. It'll just look like this is not restocking. Now the problem with this is that I don't want my chest showing. The only way to get around that would be to use 2 chests, or 2 hoppers. Put another one here. And neither of these will be interfered with by the redstone, it appears. So then I'd be able to have a wall here. And it's actually contained. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's literally just an item filter. It's just an item filter. And then you throw in a diamond, and you get a shulker. And I'm going to build these around the server, basically. I'm going to build them in a bunch of, like, key spots. Right? And then, obviously, the alternative method is this one, and that'll be placed in my spots. But then I just throw in a bunch of chests and shulkers. To be honest, I probably wouldn't even use a full restock. Like, just having this hopper here is probably enough. Like, I don't need to have more. Like, that's already going to be... So 1 stack of shulkers, 2 stacks, 2.5 stacks of shulkers is what I could fit in 1 hopper. And the crafter. Oh, let's actually run the test though. What am I doing? Dude. Why did I craft so much? I mean, I guess I did need to test the item flow, even though I knew in my brain exactly how it would work. If I have a chest above this and I throw a diamond, okay. Because it would be nice too to let them place diamonds into the, like, you know, place or throw. But I don't think there's any kind of way to do that unless I have a second diamond filter chest. I think I'll just do a insert diamonds, you know. Get your wooden shovels in return. Sort of deal. And this is now the full thing. It's really not bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Stores the diamonds in there. It costs 2 diamonds to build one of these. Should be noted as well. Also, I'm hungry and tired, so I'm gonna go find out something for food. I'm not gonna end the stream, but I am gonna come over here real quick and punch one of these guys. Alright, yeah. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'll see you momentarily.
Alright, I went and had 2 hot dogs. Alright, there is another thing. Because I don't know how long I'm going to stream. I've been in a really low mood lately. So, I don't know how long I'll be doing this. But as of present, I do at least have one obligation. So let's come over here. And deliver 5 shulkers of sand to Nathan. Which, what do I do now? Guess I take some pearls. Just 2. Only need 2. Hello? Yo! Chill, buddy. I think I need to come through. Yeah, this rail is not currently active. You know, it kind of sucks that you can't name shulkers automatically. Well, I mean, I guess I can just leave this for now. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so where should I place my first one of these? And let's just be sure here. So it's one. So floor level as yeah, let's do it from floor level. So from floor, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 down, and from wall it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then yeah. So 4 by 3 redstone space. And then where do I want to build it? Like, where should I build my first one? You know what? I should be using a tracked chest instead of a regular chest. It's my realization. So I'm thinking I'm gonna want one in the shopping area, like for sure. Not in here, but like literally right here would be a great spot for one. So let's get, well, one, let's go back here and clean up my inventory, which is a friggin' mess. I've got all the redstone stuff on me. Okay, and then I want to put these back in my thingamadoohickey. Bro, y'all need to stop doing that. Okay, so 4 by 3, which means that I'm gonna want enough space to dig that out in here. Okay. So 4 by 3, with the 4 being the side that faces. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There we go. I might have done that incorrectly. One, two, three, 4. It's actually 4 by 4 by 3. Regardless, it's okay. So let's just throw down. Like, where did that come from? But then I'll want a hopper. Let's say hopper here. Onto, and I'll do, let's get the wool shulker out. Let's actually color these. There's 2 circuits. There's this, and there's the payment circuit, which I'll make. Sure, whatever. So as for the filter, that'll be comparator, block, block. Block, repeater, block, torch. Then I'll need filler items. I can just use dirt. If you don't name it filler, then it ain't filler. Okay, place that repeater down. Throw in the filler. And then, right? we go. So that's circuit 1, and then I need this to go into the dropper. Go down like that. Okay, and then for the yellow circuit, I need to have comparator coming out of this. Block. Redstone. Oh. I think it actually goes like that. And then comparator. Block. Redstone. That's not right. Redstone. Block. Repeater. And it was correct. So here, comparator, block, redstone, block, repeater, redstone, redstone. And that was actually incorrect. And this has to be a target block. And the only thing about this is that this isn't actually like ground level. This item filter forces the redstone. Unless, can I do some kind of weird item filter where like I do need this, but then like say I go like this. And go 1 and put the redstone here. And then do the repeater, maybe an extra redstone torch. And this doesn't lock this one, right? No, it doesn't. So that'll work just fine. Which means that now I can slap a light in here, which I do need to slap a light in there. Just a jack-o'-lantern will suffice. Throw that maybe right there. Put the filler back in. And then in order for me to get to the payment, I'll just dig down, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think that bit through. I mean, I could have this dropper face up into a barrel which is covered by a carpet. Or I could have it go right here, which is just one block down. I think either way, having it go straight down is not the play. I think having the barrel go here. Because if I go here, I don't want people to, like, steal. You know? If I put it there, then I just have to break one block. And then as for the build, it doesn't need to be too crazy. Let's just start with putting some grass back down. So the build, I do want it to come up to here. So, like, let's just remove all this and put this screen line back. Just because I don't want to have any of my stuff being weird. Dude, my sand is done duping. It's been done duping forever now. It's actually not too bad. Thought I'd had way more. Nathan made a cactus farm, dude. I don't think it's gonna work, but it is a cactus farm. 2 layers of cactus farm. That would have been so funny. Yeah, I suspected it would have been mostly unloaded. I'm pretty sure, unless cactus flowers can't grow with a block beside them, which might be a thing, like Mojang might have been like, we don't want to destroy cactus farms. You know. But the moment one of these grows a cactus flower, it should jam the farm. Should be good enough. And it's either that or I use like purpur. Do I even have purpur? And where's my chorus fruit at? Hold on. I think my chorus fruit stuff is in the end. Let's just go see if I'm okay with the concrete. I want to be like shulker themed, you know? But I think the concrete's not going to look too good. That's my guess. Like, hello? What's happening to my diamonds? What? Huh? Hello? Are you, receiving power from something, Sir Hopper? You are receiving power from something. Well, that is awkward. And it requires a second whole target block. But, I should do the trick. Okay, why is this not working? You should not be powered whatsoever. What? Was it like Bud powered? That's the only explanation I can think of. Okay, let's do what I wouldn't normally do, which is that. Because that way if a filler gets dispensed by accident somehow, it's at least not going to, like, total fail the system. Is it the trapped chest? Like, hold on. Let me back in there. Ugh. Where'd that 8 gold come from? Where'd those come from? I don't want any of that. What happens if I do this? Still made it through. Oh, jeez. And then actually, why not? Have a note block play as well. Except, where would I have the note block play from? Can a signal pass through a note block? Like, could I do this, for instance? Yes, signals should definitely be able to pass through note blocks. According to my brain. Dude! Nobody wants to hear it. Where do I put this thing? I don't want to waste any space. That was maybe an accident. then, like, I don't know what kind of sounds this thing can make. Hold on. Minecraft note block. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's literally all of it. Wait. Yo, what? That's crazy. Kind of like emeralds. Hey, hey. So then I do this. Well, let's see. How much can I fit in here at various places? So if I have this like this, yeah, it won't play. Um, this'll play. No, it won't. This'll play. Ah, and then I could do something like this. Okay, hold on. Check this out. Like this, and then observer. Observer. Except that doesn't work because I need a block under it. Note blocks are weird. It's fine. Hey! Wait. No, that's fine. Yes? Okay, hold on, hold on. I want one more note block. It's just, Sorry, I was getting a little bit distracted by the sounds. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Next up. Hopper. I think because this one's at spawn, I might use 2 hoppers. And for that reason alone. Just because this one might be literally the most used one. We'll just say 1 and 1. There. Now, can I do I have space to do? Well, so like if I put a comparator here, and then I would need to, no, it just won't work. I just need to bank on this never running out, basically, of stuff, which I'll just have to come check up on it eventually, I guess. Or alternatively, I could have a comparator here. Comparator with a redstone signal from decided I need do something like this, and then I need a light. Psst. Okay. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to put an ender chest down. Right here. I need some signs. A 1 diamond equals 1 shulker. Kind of like the idea that this is like going up into the tree. Like, look at that. That kind of looks sick. There we go. light is off. We are out of stock. Machine. We are not liable. Any eaten diamond. If light is is off. It's on the back side facing the tree. Oh, dude, that's actually so funny. I mean, I'll reimburse people their diamonds or whatever. I don't really care, but and this is literally how I intend to use it. No. Yeah. Dude, I wanna put diamonds in it to test it out, but it's just gonna shoot empty shulkers at me. Wait, and is this even functional yet? Did I actually do this? No, I just have a comparator of nothing. The light's just never gonna turn off. Yeah, I need a crafter, I think. Here. Uh, that should do. And then if this is ever short on one, so like let's just do this for now. Then with just one missing. So if it ever runs out of stock and it can't do a complete craft, the light will turn off. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to build a bunch of these around. Um, I don't know if I'm going to do that today or if I'm going to do it on stream or not. What I do know is I think I'm going to end the stream now. But that looks good to me. And let's just do one test. Yo, and it pops out at like the same time. That's so cool. Oh. Yeah, I should do. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna end the stream there because I'm feeling not like streaming, basically. Or playing the game. Or doing anything, for that matter. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alrighty. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.